Okay, so from what I understand, question about tell more about apps store, like Google, whatever they have, or some other ones. Okay, first of all, in '92 I came to a search engine. Like I said, after logical things, I came to search engine which is external. Because previously they had different things, but it's like IBM searching inside of their computers, or Oracle searching there. So, but like I said, I didn't like to deal with those computers. If I would follow the normal way, I would need to deal with every single building. It means I would need to put computers inside of Oracle, IBM, and inside of many companies if they don't like to run own computers for me. So I came to conclusion later, I don't want to deal with it. Plus I couldn't come to a certain network configuration, because if somebody exploring from home, they would need to go to, say, IBM or Oracle. First of all, you would need to increase cables, and then because of restrictions, city limits for the look and everything, realistically I could not think about too much cables. And like I said, it's realistically I came to conclusion, to visit every business you need to have so many people. So later I came to ideas about my search, because why do I need to search within their computers that I put there? I need to search within my computers. So I have technicians and all that for my computers. That's why I came to that particular external system. And it has that. I had two kinds of front page look. One is like clean way like Google, or I think Yandex, or I had another one with a picture like Bean. And then I came to after you submit, it gives you a list. That's what you see, and you have on top all those pictures, maps, shopping, news, whatever. So I came to that. Then I was thinking about different things, like what to add, because I don't have my business, because I came to a commerce where I allow different shops to be there. You know what I mean? If I allow shops to be there, like say Home Depot, Best Buy, any other one, so it's their business. But for me, if I don't like to have physical business like that, if I'm focused only on search engine, on my online stuff, then I need those under one roof. I came to under one roof where people, people and companies. In some case, people, like suppose Craigslist, people had cars, but I had another platform which is for car dealerships to put. So that would be under one roof. I don't have the dealership, but I have a platform allowing dealerships. That's actually used legally too. But anyway, I had few of those mine platforms, either that kind with dealerships, or I came to another version of under one roof where I create so like I create shops for them, so they don't need to have a business, they can have warehouse. Like you see, like today, you can see Best Buy or Amazon. It is under one roof, but even they don't need to have a location. They can say smartphone ABCDF, but they don't need to have location of smartphone ABCDF. So they only have warehouse, and all they do is they sell online smartphones. So in case of like what Amazon is using, it's a platform, and I had two kinds of warehouse. One is with that company, another people have their own warehouse. It's up to you. Like Amazon is using the platform with warehouse. But I had another option. If you don't like to have that warehouse, you can have your own warehouse. So suppose I've seen like different things like cream, coconut cream, some kind of small company, but this should be approved like for dermatology or that. But still, they don't have big location, big expense, so they can have a small warehouse, but they place there. That's what I mean. So you don't need to have excuse me, you don't need to have always a physical location. In case of dealerships, you need to, but that's my another version. I give them space, but they don't need to. So that's warehouse. It was designed actually for quick shipping. That's actually a warehouse originally for me was for international, mostly for international, but if people like, they can use it too. So like suppose Japanese, in order to ship from Japan to me, it takes long time, but if they have many orders, they can store at my warehouse, so they don't need to pay as much over there, so they don't need to pay more there, but they would pay less there if they switch to my warehouse. So that version of warehouse, which is under one roof, but where they don't need to have a physical location, they can have warehouse, or they can even switch to another warehouse from Japan to US, or even partially switch to US. Suppose Japanese is selling certain kitchen equipment, so for them, for faster sales, suppose they sold in Singapore, and for faster way it would be shipped from another warehouse there to another customer in Singapore, instead of sending from Japan to Singapore every time. So you know what I mean. So basically, it's for me originally what Amazon is using. For me, that was originally for foreigners, mostly for foreigners. It's like main focus, because international shipping, it takes too long, and plus if they send in bulk, maybe it's cheaper. So if every time somebody is buying in Singapore, Japanese seller is sending from Japan is one price, but if they send 100 items to their warehouse in Singapore, every time somebody is buying, first of all, it's faster, and the second thing, the bulk price give you discount. The price is less because you only ship there. You don't ship long distance like from Japan. You pay for that short distance from Singapore warehouse to Singapore customer, and you know what I mean. And you have bulk price for the rest. It should be less than to every individual customer. But anyway, I was thinking about all kind of platforms under one roof and this and that. And later I came to conclusion, because of even like suppose new browser or new this or new this, be it yours or not yours, certain apps, I need to have a place for that. Because I've seen the need for, because I have many things going on online, I need to have some kind of place. You know what I mean? Be it for browser, be it for anything else, some kind of updated versions, or sometimes designed by my company, sometimes not by my company. So I came to a certain idea. I need to have a place. I did not really call it app store. I would just my was like app place. A certain app place. You can call by app store. You can give any name, but it's the same thing. Basically, it gives you a place to download new things or new apps or new developments. Because I actually did not plan to even if it would be a normal way implemented, I did not have to program or have programmers for every single thing. I left the room because I came to so many software decisions like eBay, Amazon, this. At some point I did not want even to go to every single thing in the world. For me that was already too busy because I had a search engine with e-commerce, international networks, then social network, banking, trading, many other things, but most of them would require updates. Like this how I see. In order to update then you need to download from where? From certain apps place. So that's how I had. Now if you're in India, for instance, and you don't speak English that much, if you Hindi or Hindu, I think Hindi, but Indian language, then maybe it should be app, either just in that language or international with many languages. So to me, because my system is international, sometimes to me the app can be the same app in different languages. Now certain apps I had in mind, which I might say idea, but I don't want to develop for my, because I'm too busy. Because like I said, I came to many software decisions before programming. To me, apps place would be just a place to download. But to me, my company, not my company. That's what you see today. Either you can download Google, or you can download some Home Depot, Walmart. So people can go to website. There is no requirement for them to have app. But if they want app, then app. But the thing is, app probably is, to me, app was originally the main purpose of my app store or app place was browser and updates, anything related to any of my social network or whatever. So those apps, different apps for that. Updated. because how would you update? You could send a notification, a new version available, and then people go and download a new version or change the version. So to me, how to say, I just want to have a room for it, because if I have search engine and I don't have apps place, then many places they can offer, but they would need to have certain kind of, suppose, cloud or something. So if somebody want to download, they can download from the store, but to download from the store, they would need to have extra room allowing people to download. For me it was okay. I can make without, but the thing is, at that time when I was thinking about that, the main thing it was for my search engine. It was for different things related to my search engine. Because I divided either my business or not my business. So not my business would be like Target, Walmart, Lowe's, any business. It's not my business, but my search engine would be my business. So people can search and find and buy. But certain things for my search engine, and for my things, I thought, no, I need a place. Suppose somebody came with new app for better this or better that. It's just easier. Instead of going through the search, try to find, I just have a place where people can download certain apps. Because in networking computer, normally networking computer at that time, and it's everywhere, you have a networking screen. It's called networking screen. Networking screen is not the same as computer screen. So the networking screen is basically dealing with network card, and it goes to network. So for that networking screen, you need to have app. For computer screen, it's already made there. If people click, it's already made to work with computer. Now to work with network, so I have certain apps. But it's networking apps, it's not computer apps. Since I'm dealing with external system and network, in my mind, my system always is a networking screen. It's networking screen, it's not normal computer screen. That browser, it's a networking screen. Certain software, networking screen that works with a networking card. So, because I have external system, it's dealing with network, it's dealing with different softwares, but it's networking. It's not like Windows. That personal computer is one thing, but in my case, I'm dealing with networking screen and networking software, and whatever I have is networking. So since I have my own system, I have my own place, people can download new stuff. In my mind, it was for new stuff. First it would be few things, and then maybe somebody come to different things that can be used. It's like today you see fitness. You can download app, it will calculate fitness, how many calories you burn, this and that, exercise. So that's what I had in mind. It's not mine, It's a good idea, calories all that, but it's not mine. But they can be on my that app place where other people can download and use. But those people should be legally good. For me, in 92, it should not be like some kind of bunch of crooks, illegal copycats stole somewhere, gray market. I didn't like that. If it's really original thinking people, it's good. But if he stole somewhere, I don't like it. My original way was, if they're too close, I reject. I don't put them on my system because they're copycatting a gray market. It should be a substantial difference because they copycatting each other in program. You cannot program someone's stuff and say it's your stuff. It doesn't work like that. You need to get rights then. If you want to have the same, you need to have rights. Like, take a look, people open franchise. In order to open franchise, you need to be different. You cannot do the same and open franchise. To open franchise, you need to prove certain things. Normally, you need to prove certain things. You cannot just do, or like he's doing now, I'm gonna do I will open franchise. But franchise is a certain kind of right. So if other people do like you have certain right. That's how I do look at exploring too. And whoever's making up, oh, you can do the same, you can say, no, I look actually more like a franchise. If you want to do the same, then like in case of Subway or other places, then you pay money. You want the same, it's a franchise. Or if you don't, that's be substantially different. Because normally you are not supposed to do the same. That would be intellectual property violations. So if I came to that and thinking a long time, that's my intellectual property. And I had to be substantially different. Right. So why is it you use? Or because Olga said this bullshit. You need to find talent. Why Olga said? Who cares? Okay, I go to Mercedes, and one lady is coming out and telling me everything and making an impression I can do. So I can do and start Mercedes, or that new project, some kind of special project. So do you want to say I can go and start Mercedes project? No, I need to talk to Mercedes, not that lady. What Google is doing, always they talk to lady. Not only Google, Amazon, all my software decisions before the programming. Every time the lady, what's going on? She didn't get any rights. She did not get rights. She cannot copyright my thinking. It's not her thinking. The conditions of copyright, it should be your thinking. If it's not her thinking, she cannot copyright. She cannot talk for me. She cannot allow nothing. She cannot represent intellectual property. So she was playing wife. Even if you play wife, you are not supposed to allow anything. Wife is not supposed to do any legal paperwork for Google or for Yahoo or YouTube, anyone. She's not supposed to do any legal paperwork because she is not a talent. She cannot allow for me. So she did something and probably fake signatures, and that's how it goes. The same with App Store. App Store, trust me, expect illegal signatures. Because App Store is a part of my search engine. So in case of search engine like, suppose Google. Right now that's my search engine. So, if somebody is having a new, like suppose like you see Google today, oh, we have new browser. Well, first of all, that design, even the wheel is not really Google's. Again, probably Olga talking too much. But anyway, so it's placed basically on my app store as a new one. I can give somewhere else, but in general, I just decided to separate to make kind of organized. So my new updates over there. See what I mean? So I have my new browser. Well, they used illegally. It's not for them to use. It's not the wire. It's not previous configuration. Computer inside of Oracle and computer inside of Oracle. Nothing between. Or they had AutoZone inside of AutoZone and some kind of maybe warehouse. It's just the wire between. In my case, I have external system and I have built up e-commerce and under my roof and App Store. App Store is working with my browser, with my networking screen, and if I have apps that's supposed to work with my networking screen, I'm not designing anything for Microsoft Windows. You see what I mean? Because Microsoft Windows is personal computer, IBM would be like big business computer, Oracle big business computer. But my system is networking screen, and networking it's not the normal way of computer. So that's why, because I have my own networking that business, I need sometimes to give people to download. I could make without app place, just say new apps for new, just make like a certain link, new apps available, like right on my browser, suppose, or when you have search engine front page or second page, I could put there. But sometimes I thought it's not always search engine is used, because my system in my browser is allowing to go straight. Like when you type on the top some kind of Lowe's, it would go to Lowe's. See what I mean? Then what? I need to mandate to Lowe's to have app. But anyway, I came to a conclusion. I just have my one place where I keep all apps. I could make 2 or 3 even if I really want. Suppose I won't even separate more. I will separate more like .org non-profit apps. So non-profit apps do not go to profitable business apps. I could separate that if I want. Or education apps place or store, whatever. So you know what I mean. So for me, it's just because my system is external, my computer's external, so I need to have place for people on external system where they can get stuff. That's what that app place is. And then it's hard to find parking. You know, sometimes it's so hard to find parking. People are lazy. Sometimes they are trying to get to the first spot and it's everything taken. Sometimes better just go straight to the back. But anyway, my app place basically located on external system. External means externally to any other businesses. So where my build-up is, I have pictures, I have videos, I have maps, what they call cloud today. Cloud is for saving, Drive is for smaller saving. But then if there are apps or updated new apps, then I have a place for apps besides browser. Because I did assume my system was going to be big, I might need to have more apps than my browser. I started with a browser and some few other people, but later I thought no, it depends on, because so again, I think I told already, but I'm gonna tell again. In the beginning, I need to have something to start with. It means I came to external system. Now I have application. How people will get application? So my plan was either the company will send a disk. I think that's what they had in the beginning. Either the company will send the disk CD with application and account, because my original way is to split my network and providers. Providers are running to a certain point, but in order to get application right from beginning, it should be a CD or something they can download, because I'm not like Microsoft personal computer. You know what I mean? So I think Yahoo, I've seen Yahoo, they were sending CDs in the beginning. So that was my way to start with. Now later I have updated versions and people already online, so they can get from the app place or app store they call today. App place. For me it was app place, but you can give any name. So and they can get more applications there, because like I said, I don't want to go into applications business and everything. I didn't like to take the whole market completely 100%, because I need to be realistic, right? So to me, they make applications, it's fine. So if somebody's making for health applications, calories burned, how much you eat, calculations, whatever, steps, it's okay, you make. And it should be legal, not copycatting, not like violating intellectual property and all that. So, and then it is placed on my app's place with my people. So like, I don't know what Google is doing, but or other people, but those computers and network people, external system, they will need to check on what they're downloading. It's not for every kind of garbage to place there. Not everybody can be there for downloading. The big part is for my particular networking system. Now if they're doing, everything should be checked, should work fine, this and that. Kind of like going through quality control and what is that about. It's not, because that would be considered as professional to download for many people. It's not some kind of university version to play with. University version to play with, they should give, not me. They can give to students. So that's pretty much shortly about it. Now how does it look like? My idea was basically buy certain interest, like suppose for weather, you type weather app, it would give you weather apps, but that should be substantially different, not like the same. Or like certain other apps, some apps that my company would come with, some apps they come with. So that's about apps. Now like those like Google or any other ones have apps placed, that's I'm telling you, that's illegal use. because in 91 nobody had explored, nobody came to external systems, that search engine, paying per click, putting on higher place, all that, videos, YouTube, that's all my intellectual property. On top of it is apps place, it's just a part of my search engine or system. I call it system. I call it system because normally if it's network and computers, it should be called system. It's not the internet. The internet is only wire configuration. I don't use wire configuration. And web, it's on web technology, they don't have external system build up, nothing. So in my case I call system, and my system beside maps, beside videos, beside under one roof have apps place. Now I see they have banks. I came to banks online. They've made banks. So I'm telling you, that's both Google has other ones. That's illegal use. If you ask them to go to this school, they cannot talk about starting from scratch from the beginning. So they use some kind of illegal papers, because for legal papers you would need to come to me. You don't need to talk to ex-wife. She's not Italian. To make any papers, you cannot make papers if she's not Italian. She cannot copyright, she cannot talk for me, nothing. So, that's shortly, I guess, about apps place. If I remember something, I'll tell later, because in order to come to that, I was thinking about something else. Well, like say trading platforms. For me, trading is not an application. I came to trading online. That would be a place to download from the apps place. You download app for trading. That's how I had. Or some other things. That's all I can say. I got today 6-pack IPA. I got cod. Like I was talking about fish and chips, pollock. But then I found in Spain and in England, they actually like cod, COD, cod. So I was looking for cod, and Target is selling that battered cod. So I got 2 boxes, and I don't know, today or maybe next day I'll make fish and chips. But I want some other style. I found like Spanish style is they have sweet potato. So I got frozen sweet potatoes fries, and I got battered cod. And in Spanish they eat actually fish and chips with garlic aioli, not with tartar, but garlic aioli. I have garlic aioli, so I'm gonna make that one. But anyway, I guess that's all I can say. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a good time. Bye.